Και τώρα το επόμενο θα συνεχίσουμε με μία σειρά παρουσιάσεων από τους ευγενικούς χορηγούς μας, οι οποίοι, από τις εταιρείες με τις οποίες χρόνια συνεργαζόμαστε, και θα ξεκινήσουμε με την...
Just for a moment, because in the opening session, a lot of our agents and the providers, publishers were not here. We want to warmly thank you all for coming here and for supporting conference, the PALC conference, all previous years and also this year. We thank you very much. All our libraries think of you like collaborators for one common cause, which is providing electronic resources. Of course, we are powerful, let's say, pillars from one or the other side, but we try to find a way of cooperating and making the most out of it. So thank you very much for being here, and we are always interested in sharing new things that come up and in new ways of deepening or expanding collaboration. Thank you very much.
So, we will welcome Springer Nature, Research Data Services, Tools for the Researcher. Please.
In the middle, and then to go on.
Okay.
What should I do?
This is what shows up there, but you can see it here.
Yeah, but the point.
Is,
okay. Okay.
And next.
Okay. Thank you so much for the support. So thank you so much for your presence here, and. My name is Elisa Magistrelli, and I work as account development for Italy and Greece. So today I would like to show you something about the open research at Springer Nature. So let's start. Here you can read our mission, and our statement is to help researchers and how to make their contacts in fair. What means fair? Fair means that their data will be findable, accessible, interruptible, and reusable. Our mission comes from the project of Horizon 2020, and in principle it was based and dedicated only to open access, but now we will support also open publication, data, and research. Why is it so important to share data? It is important for three communities. For the individual research, because they can have a huge number of citations. Oh, sorry. It is important for the research communities in total, because they can enable the replication of their outputs, and it is also very important for the general audience, for people who are maybe interested to read articles, and they are interested to read what there is behind a final article. We saw from a survey did inside the University of Manchester that the possibility to put the data in the right repository or share the data in the proper way gives to the researchers the possibility to double the publication of their outputs, and they will also increase the number of citations. after this survey, we are working, and we worked to help the researchers with several tools and several services. We have paid services, and the paid one is the research data support, because we know that in some cases the researchers have no enough knowledge or enough time to put their data in the right repository, so we help them with a certain amount of money. And we started to publish a couple of journals, the Scientific Data and the BMC Research Notes, with summaries of some articles, and they have valuable data sets. So they are valid research outputs, but they are not the official ones. So this is the list of what we offer to the end users. So we spoke about the research data support. We help the researchers with some workshops in person with some expertise inside the university, for example, and we provide them a lot of reports with the data coming from the surveys or the feedback that they give to us. If you want to read this kind of papers at the booth, we have a couple of them, so if you want to read also this kind of white papers, they are available. We have also free resources for you, and you can have the possibility to write to the help desk if you have maybe some doubts on and where to share your data. We standardize the journal policies, and we give you the possibility to get in contact with the research communities if you have questions or if you have doubts. And we give you also a recommended repositories list that is completely available at our website, springer.com, as you can see here. And the lists are divided into different fields. So if you are, for example, interested in the social science field, you can find a list of the right repository dedicated to you. So what there is behind, in some cases, the researchers submit their article. Our expertise inside put this data in the right repository, and they work on them, and the data will be published in our articles. How? In this way. So this is an article published in Springer in Nature, and you have the paper published in Nature with the right DOI, with the normal DOI, and then you can also see the data set published with another DOI, and these data are really very important because they enrich the research of the writers, because we don't use them like, for example, an Excel file, but we work on them, and we can create this kind of, for example, images, and as you can see, they give something more to the article, to the official article. So it's not something static. After the surveys and after the feedback that we received from our researchers, we found 5 essential factors that we think that are very important for all the communities, so also for the librarians. These factors are the clear policy, the better credit, the explicit funding, the practical help, and the training and education. Just to prove that, we normally create a relationship, and we have partnership with a lot of institutions, like, for example, the cancer research in the UK, and in this case, we are really very interested in their feedback about what we propose and what we normally offer to them. So I hope that this presentation, even if it is very short, it should be something very interesting for you. But if you have questions, We are here at the booth, and if you have a specific question, we have a team in Springer Nature, so you can contact us and we can give you the names of the right people, or if you are interested to these tools, we are here to support you.
Thank you, Lisa, for this presentation. Are there any questions?
Ooh.
Yes.
God.
Thank you, Elisa. It was really interesting to hear about this new service from Springer Nature. My question is, due to the fact that we are now having, we're now implementing a new service for the academic libraries, research data repository, and we need to discuss a bit about training, about data curation, and all those stages during this procedure. My question is, from your experience for the data curation part, is this something that normally is done by the researcher, the data curation, if he cannot afford, let's say, to have somebody to do the curation?
Yeah. Yeah, we got. Yeah.
Yeah, we have data curation by the researcher, but also is a team in UK, in London, from the Nature Open Research, Open Data, that really help out the institution like the UK Research Cancer Center. So it's a real cooperation in making what the institutions need in the right way. So it's a work that is really done on a cooperative way to tailor also what the institutions need.
Any other question? No?